everybody, welcome back. This is Jessie and on New Horizons, and today I am going to be building Lucky and Ankha's Temple of Doom! Anyway, this has been something that I wanted to do right from when I first had the idea, so I'm going to go ahead and open up my Island Designer app, and the first thing that I'm going to do is start laying down some tiles. Because gotta have that stuff laid down. Now, to get in the mood for building a Temple of Doom, I decided to play the Ikana Stone Tower music from Majora's Mask in the background. Because, you know, it just seems fitting. This is not actually the game audio, this is from Zelda Reorchestrated. But it still sounds really awesome. I do reshape the cliffs just a little so that Lucky and Ankha's parts of their yard are the same size. Had to get rid of a tree. Sorry. I'm sure the next time I check my town evaluation, it's gonna be like, there's not enough greenery. But, oh well. Then get over it until I get stuff put where I want it. Ankha's just up here like, what are you doing to my house? Did I give you permission for this? I don't think so. But anyway, I decided to do the terracotta path as a base. Apparently I can't say terracotta path without really thinking about it. Just because it has kind of the right color scheme, even though I am gonna go put tiles on top of this, so I don't know why it makes that much of a difference. Well, because the tile I eventually settle on, you actually can see the terracotta through it. Because I do not go with the tile I initially put down. Now that I have the basic shape I want, I'm gonna go put some dirt down, and I'm going to plant some yellow lilies here in a minute. But I gotta get my little flower beds laid down first. One's for Ankha and one's for Lucky. You've got this little top corner of the island all to themselves, at least once I fix this little cliff edge. Because I want this to be symmetrical instead of rounded. Ankha's still wandering around like, what are you doing? I really did like the way this tile looked when I saw it, but then I just didn't like the way it looked in a big mass. I think it's really pretty. I just didn't like the way it looked in one huge block. So I do go back and change the tile at the end of the video. But I will go ahead and include the code for this one because it is really pretty. Just didn't like it as much when it was in one huge blob. Just gonna keep spreading out my tiles. I kind of give this area a blue, yellow, and orange theme. And eventually a little bit of green, too. And Ankha is still just going to keep wandering around in circles. So now that I have most of the tile down, I can start thinking about what items I want to put where. I have a lot of items to put into a smallish space. But I'm going to make it work. I'm gonna start off with my frozen arch. Put it as close to the steps as I can. Then I'm gonna go pick up some of my other stuff. I did make a gold casket, and I got some of the Mario items and some of the pillars to start off with. Start off with a golden casket, and then I place a throwback skull radio on top of that, but right now I'm having some issues. These thwomps are kind of awkward to place, and they always look so mad when you're pushing them around. It's kind of funny. So now I'm just trying to get over here to put something down and realize I can't because of the thwomps. I decided to play KK Kasbah because it has kind of the right sound for the area. It is also fun watching your villagers sing that one. Oh, and I have a cat coming to say hello to me. Hello, Midna. Once I eventually decide where I want these thwomps, and they quit looking so mad at me, That's where they wind up staying. So now I have the creepy glowing eye skull just sitting here underneath this archway, and I can start placing some of my other things. I do kind of change my mind a few times on what colors of the frozen pillars to use, because I'm indecisive like that. This did actually wind up being a pretty quick build though. Total recording time only wound up being about 45 minutes, and the video itself gets condensed down to like roughly 11. So this was definitely the shortest build I have done so far. It was for a small area, but I am quite happy with how it turns out at the end. I just wish I could fit more stuff in my pockets at one time, and that the game knew what I was trying to do and would quit being so picky. I topped the pillars with superstars, which I find out here in a little bit look really cool from a distance. You can see them from very far away. Then I have the trouble of where do I want to put the Sphinx, the two Sphinx statues I have, because they're big and awkward and really difficult to turn the way you want them. Hint, it winds up being this direction. And now I've got to go get this one turned the right direction. Which it does not want to cooperate with me for, of course. Now placing the rest of my pillars. It's yellow and orange right now, but that does get changed here before too long. This is what I've got so far, so I'm liking the way it looks. It does have kind of a Zelda-esque temple feel, which is what I was going for. And gotta do what I want to do with these tiki torches. And that's another thing that I can't quite decide where I want to put it. I have these golden seats to kind of give them some seating area right outside their houses. If they ever actually sit in them, I will be completely surprised. I also like walking up to the thwomps just to get them to fall up towards me. It makes me happy for some unknown reason. Now I'm gonna have to go get some flowers here in a minute, so before I do that, just giving you guys another quick look around, showing you the different angles on things. Then I'm gonna go get some flowers, and I'm going to come back in a minute so that I can have the stuff that I actually need to finish doing what I want to do. So speedily walking down to Nook's and seeing what they've got in the store before I cut back to where I'm actually continuing with the build. Decided to go with yellow lilies because I don't think I have any of those planted anywhere else, and I just like the lilies in this game. I think they're pretty. So back to what I was doing. Going to go plant these yellow lilies around Lucky's house and around Ankha's house. And forgetting that I can't put anything on top of those frozen arches, even though I swear I've seen somebody do it. I guess I'm just mixing them up with the pillars. And what would a good Legend of Zelda-esque temple be without some pots? Gotta have the pots. I just don't know where to put them, of course. Because, you know, can't make up my mind. I think this is where they wind up living, is right by their doors. So that if anybody is wanting to play Link, they can just run up to random people's houses, smash all their pottery, and run away screaming. They can even yeet themselves off into the ocean from back here if they're wearing a wetsuit. No sound effects for that though, even though I really wish I'd done that now. Wow, what a missed opportunity on my part, gosh guys. I think I needed to do that, just not in this video. Planting these flowers. I don't know if anybody actually remembers that animation. If you do, you are like me and old. And anyway, I wanted to show you guys the kind of completed look. I did change the tiles. I think these looked a lot better because you can still see the terracotta. So I've got the Thwomps. I still have the throwback skull radio. Ankha and Lucky are up here hanging out, looking at their stuff. Added the question mark blocks, some more superstars. And now I'm stuck because I can't go around the arch because of the Thwomp. So I'm just going to hang out here standing in between Ankha and Lucky. I hope you enjoyed this build. This has been Jessie over in New Horizons. Don't forget to like and subscribe and answer my question of the day. I'll see y'all later. Bye!